we give you Professor Dr. Frank Stangenberg. I've got that right. Haverkamp, and then indeed Senator Dr. Rasha Kelej, CEO of the Merck Foundation. Karibu sana, people. Welcome to Transformational Thursday. Prof, let's start with you. Okay. Welcome, by the way. First of all, we're talking about this early on. Before we talk about, the Merck Foundation, I look at you, and we were talking just before we went on air, and I was asking you if this is your first time in Africa, and you said, no, you've been around the block a couple of times. We know that the Merck is based, the office is based here in Nairobi, but you've also climbed the mountains. You climbed Kilimanjaro in 1999.
That's correct.
Tell me about that story.
That was a fantastic experience.
All right.
And I wish I could do it again.
Really?
Maybe later this year, maybe next year. No, it was fantastic. And that was really the sort of trigger when I fell in love with Africa. It was something everybody can only experience it once.
Right.
That a love for a cold continent is coming. But of course, we climbed it from the Kenyan side.
Right.
Not from the Tanzanian side.
Right.
And
that's the easier route. You know that, right?
Yeah, but we went down the Tanzanian side, so we had the problem then on the other side. But right. it was less crowded. It was fantastic.
Indeed.
Yeah.
So this is your mountain climber, or this was just a challenge you set for
No,
yourself?
it was a mountain climber. Was quite active. Not now. I've got a problem with my knees now at my age, but I did a lot of climbing also in the Alps in Germany.
Oh,
so
good one.
That's fine. Yeah.
So you've done Europe and obviously Kilimanjaro here.
Yeah.
Where else have you climbed?
And Mount Kenya also. I went up there.
Yeah.
So I was quite active because Kenya is the sort of country was always in my focus.
Indeed.
Right. So I lived in London in those days, and it was much easier from the language.
Right. Yeah.
And also from the Merck Group, our business is conducted from the Kenyan office of all the English-speaking African countries.
I love it. And when you talk about your love for Africa, you also got married here as well. Well, not in Kenya, but your honeymoon.
Yeah. No, that was in Namibia.
Yes.
In Namibia, yeah.
Which is in Africa, no?
Yeah, but it's Africa,
yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And after this Mount Kenya experience and the Kilimanjaro experience, I was traveling through Africa with a car.
Right.
I bought an old Land Cruiser. It was a British friend, and we drove around for more than 20 years.
Right.
I always drove 2 or 3 weeks.
Seriously, for 20 years?
I visited virtually every country in Africa, but 3. So I haven't been in Gabon, for example. Yeah.
Right.
And of course, it was the most fantastic experience, but you really drive into the villages and make up your tent there and sleep there. It is fantastic.
Frank, hold on. So you didn't go to Gabon. Which other one? Which other 2?
Gabon and is Guinea-Bissau, and then one of the smaller island states.
Right.
So Comoros I have been, but it's small ones basically.
Right.
But all
so
the major
you've
ones.
also been to Somalia.
Yeah, Somaliland. Yes.
Somaliland.
Not Somaliland.
Yeah.
Somaliland.
Right.
We have driven through Somaliland.
Right.
Yeah.
Lock has not been to the airport.
Okay, Somaliland is
just
fine.
Nairobi.
We can have a beer together and we'll tell you everything later on.
Favorite country?
Sorry?
Which is your favorite?
I have to say Kenya.
I knew you're going to be.
No, I mean serious about that. It's not a joke. I really mean it. Yeah. I've got a very good friends in Kenya as well.
Right.
And I've been in the Mara, I guess, 10, 15 times at least.
Right.
So tomorrow I'm off for the weekend in the Mara again.
Oh,
probably you won't see any animals because of the high grass.
Yeah.
But it's always fantastic.
All right. Now, good job. That's a nice one.
Yeah.
Best roads.
Best routes.
Best roads in Africa. No, that would be South Africa, would it?
No,
the roads, because you drove around.
If you have the right car, there are no wrong roads.
By the way, right?
Yeah, and it's improved a lot.
Right.
Remember, 20 years ago it was far more dramatic, but now a lot of very good routes.
Right.
But of course also more cars. It was a bit quieter and more adventure-generous 20 years ago.
I love it, and obviously you're here in studio, and today you guys have had a long day, and because we're talking about the Merck Foundation. Mm-hmm. You, of course, are the chairman, and tell us about the foundation a little bit.
So the foundation is the benevolent arm of Merck Group.
Right.
We are the oldest pharmaceutical and chemical group in the world, but of course it's a family business. So I'm 11th generation. My grandchildren are 30th generation. But the main thing is the whole family. We want to give back to society.
Right.
And of course the Merck Foundation we set up in 2012 to do this. And we were very, very fortunate that one of our colleagues who worked with Merck on the commercial side, Dr. Kelej, Rasha.
Yes.
We found her, and she was up in fire to do this sort of work.
Indeed.
Yeah? And that's something she will talk about more in more detail about that.
Yes.
But it's very important for us with the main aim to improve the life of people. See what we also do on our commercial side, because we have to earn some money to finance it all. Yeah? And we put a lot of funds into the work of the Merck Foundation.
Right.
The aim was always, by all my ancestors, to do jobs to improve the life of people, being it through health, being it through education, being it even things like, for example, if you have a mobile phone, there are more than 10 different chemicals from our company in that mobile phone. Yeah? So a lot of things you can really improve the lives of people. And that's what we try to do. And the main focus, of course, in Africa is, and also partly in Asia, is the Merck Foundation. With all these different aspects of work we are doing.
And that's a perfect segue. But as you talk about our CEO, and I just must say that, when you guys walked in, I hope I don't get you in trouble, brother. But
you're going to get me in trouble now.
He's always in trouble.
Best behavior.
By the way, we have guests.
Yeah.
Best behavior. Shh. But he told me, our guests that are coming into the studio today, obviously he wasn't talking about you, Frank. He said, the lady, she is striking.
God.
I'm like, what are you talking? Because you see, I can't. If I turn around,
she is. I agree.
It will be.
I agree.
But see, striking is a good one. So you know what? And what does? Just before I speak to Doc, all right, Kelej, Frank, what does 11th generation?
Mm-hmm.
What does the name mean? By the way, what does Merck mean? If I may ask.
That is just a family name.
It's just that's a family name.
That was my ancestor, 1668.
1668.
Yeah, so 351 years ago, he bought a pharmacy. He was a pharmacist,
right?
As Russia is a pharmacist,
right.
Me not.
Yes.
So I'm just coming from the commercial side.
Yes, yeah, right.
Yeah, and since that it has developed into a major business.
Yes.
And we are operating all over the world. But of course, the benevolent arm of it, the Merck Foundation, is single. It's a unique.
Yes.
That's only we do with the focus mainly on Africa.
I love it. And you know what? The foundation is unique. Our CEO is unique because, she's done various things. And you know what? When you talk about women of influence, you talk about traveling throughout the continent, sans 3 countries. And she's from one of the, when we talk about the foundations of culture and history in the continent, she's a senator from one of the same. And actually our primary guest today, because she's got a story to tell. All right. It's Senator Dr. Rasha Kelej, and CEO of this Merck Foundation.
Hello.
Rasha, welcome. Now, you know what? You are from the land of the pharaohs.
Yes.
Indeed, it is all about Egypt.
Our beautiful Egypt.
So,
the mother of the world.
The mother of the world.
Yes.
Who's Rasha?
As you said, I'm pharmacist. Dr. Frank said I'm pharmacist. I've been actually working with Merck for 30 years.
30 years.
Yes. And we started the Merck Foundation. Dr. Frank founded it, and I became the CEO.
Hold on, Rasha. Just
2012,
hold on.
yes.
You've been working for 30 years?
Yes.
But, you look 26. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
This is how people look when they work for Merck. Yes.
Good job.
They make people love life and happy. Yes.
Good job. Yeah.
I am 53.
Okay.
So yeah.
Okay.
So
note to self.
Yes, that should.
All right. So you've been for Merck, working at Merck for 30 years.
Yes, and for Merck Foundation for the past 12 years, we established the foundation in 2012.
Right.
I became the CEO, and we started our programs, and we focus mainly on building healthcare capacity.
All right.
And providing specialty training for doctors.
Right.
Why we did that? Because we discovered that in many countries in Africa, they don't have even one single specialist. Like, for example, oncologists. So many countries like Burundi, before we start, Burundi, Gambia, Sierra Leone, Guinea, Chad, Niger, Central African Republic.
Sorry. Doc, what's an oncologist for the uninitiated?
Cancer.
Okay.
To treat cancer
that
with
is true.
all
Yes.
subspecialties.
Yeah.
So people who get cancer, simply they just either die or they have money to travel abroad.
And
this
cancer is
very,
really killing us.
very rare.
Yeah.
So we provided 1,750 scholarships, specialty training for doctors from 52 countries in 42 specialties, which is critical and underserved. Huge number.
How does 1,750?
Yes.
There's somebody listening to you right now, and they're like, okay, I want to get on that bus.
Yes,
I want to get a scholarship.
Yeah.
How does one apply?
Yes, I'll tell you. Of course, we have a strategy of improving access to equitable and quality healthcare solutions in the public sector.
Right.
So they have to be either through the Ministry of Health, which is our partner, or one of the first ladies who's our partner in some countries.
Yes.
And when we don't have the partnership running in these countries, they go to their medical society, or if they, for example, diabetes society or cancer society or cardiology society, like our partnership here in Kenya. We have partnership with the Medical Society, Diabetes Society, with the University of Nairobi, with Cardiology Society. So they can apply through these organizations to us, and then we give selection criteria, eligibility criteria, and then they can join. It's actually not only any specialty training. It is 1-year diploma and 2-year master degree online from very reputable universities in UK like South Wales, Cardiff and Queen's University. But also we have clinical training that we provide, which is the hands-on training that in India, for example, for oncology, Tata Memorial Center is a very wild international very high quality institution for training and treatment. And of course other things as well.
Okay, so I want to ask you two questions before we go on a small break. First of all, you've got a title, senator.
Yes.
Were you in politics before? Or?
Never. This is we've been selected by the president of Egypt because in the Senate in Egypt we have 100 quota, 100 members that have been selected by the president to represent the government and also to represent the development. He chooses experts from across the world, from Egyptian experts in medical, in development, like my case, sustainable development and other things, women rights and women empowerment and so on. So I've been selected one of these 100, and since 2020, I think 2021 or something like that.
Congratulations. That's why you are indeed one of the more influential personalities in the continent of Africa. Put your hands together.
Thank you. But also the foundation is one of the most influential foundations in the world in community awareness.
I love it. Now, speaking of influence, you have been CEO of the foundation since 2012.
Yes.
But you've been working for Merck for the past 30 years.
Yes.
May I ask you, what happened in 2012 that, you decided that this is the course I want to take?
In fact, I had my MBA in Scotland, and it was about corporate social responsibility integration with business strategy, and how businesses should actually have a clear strategy of corporate social responsibility beyond donation.
Yes.
Because we need to be part of the development of the country, to be able to make them independent, so and build their capacity. So I spoke to Professor Frank about this idea, and he, with his love to Africa, because he believed very much in the potential of Africa, because it's the largest continent, have high potential of human resources, intelligent people, and well educated. So he said, let's do that together, and we did some of the programs, and then he decided to establish the foundation to make it as a separate entity from commercial, so we can be totally independent in our management of the programs.
you know, when they speak and you listen to that story, it basically puts a smile on your face. Mm-hmm. All right. And that's why we are talking about, and, you know, Doc, you have a campaign, by the way. When we get back, you know, you want to tell us about your campaign, Merck Foundation, More Than a Mother.
Exactly.
So when we get back after the break, you're going to tell us a little bit more about that. Yes. And Frank, you've also got, I mean, Doc has got the title Senator. She's told us about that. Prof, obviously, that's PhD. Eh? You teach now?
No.
So you just decided to go all the way?
Yeah.
Yes.
My friend, look.
Yeah.
So even you... we can just, you just call me Esquire or just call me Sir. So we'll be absolutely good to go. Merck Foundation, More Than a Mother. It's a campaign that is, we want to start. She's also got a TV program. Do you have any questions? If you've got a question, and that's what Transformational Thursday is all about, what you need to do there, brother?
Spice FM KE on X and Facebook.
Ahead, let's go there because in studio today, it's all about aspiring to inspire. Wow. We are going to get back to that story. Yes, sorry.
Before you go, I vote for R. Kelly.
You know, you see now.
You.
Yeah,
yes.
Thank you. Look, we'll ask Frank because Frank has no clue what it is that we're talking about.
Absolutely right.
Okay, but actually, I want to play a song, Frank. What kind of music you like?
Me?
And there's nothing embarrassing that you can say. Look, we'll sort it out. What you
like?
Please don't tell me classical. Lingala.
Pavarotti.
Lingala? Who's that?
No, Central African music. No, what do you like?
You mean modern music or?
Modern music.
I'm always listening to classical music.
Of course, yeah. You look like
pretty idiotic in modern music. No idea, to be honest.
You actually look like a classical music kind of guy.
Thank
but
you.
Tonight I'm taking you to the disco.
I like Beethoven and Mozart and Wagner, all these sort of heavy stuff.
Boss, do you have Beethoven, Wagner?
Yeah, I should.
Be quick, sort out.
Some very nice, mature music.
It really took me back to my days, and I can just fully and enjoy the vibes.
Spice.
I'm a big listener of Spice FM.
You play the best music.
This is 94.4 Spice FM. The Spice Drive, getting you where you need to be.
The company started in 1668. And that generation of the family, he was a pharmacist. This generation just takes care of the dollars and cents. But you know what? It does make sense. Hence, we are here in the studio. It is all about Transformational Thursday, where we aspire to inspire. We bring you stories of individuals who are change makers. Think about it as a blend of, you've watched Engaged, or you've listened to an Engaged, and a TED Talk. These are people who epitomize the life of grit. And when you talk about their story, we do have the chairman of the Merck Foundation Board of Trustees, and is a former chairman of the executive board, clearly, because it's a family tree, of E.Merck KG. It's Professor Dr. Frank Stangenberg-Haverkamp.
Great, you do extremely well.
Thank you, brother. And then he's so much to PhD level. He's also climbed Kilimanjaro. She is a lady who is now changing the way we perceive things on this continent. She has been with Merck as a company for 30 years. And then in 2012, she pivoted and she became the CEO of Merck Foundation. All right. She is from the land of the pharaohs. I love that country. She is one of the most influential people. She has been established as such on the continent. Hence, she was given the title, because she's a change maker, senator in her native land. It's Dr.Rasha Kelej. Welcome, guys, to Transformational Thursday. And obviously, you have the sidekick in the studio as well. If you want to ask a question, what you got to do there, brother?
Spice FM KE on X and Facebook.
All right, and Dr. Kelej was just telling us that they've got 1,750 scholarships available to you, and there's certain ways that you can get them. We'll break down those details for you. Do you have an online
Yes. But just to correct, it's 1,750 scholarships has already been provided.
Oh, okay. Yes.
So it's already been done as an achievement.
Right.
So we have unlimited scholarships for many years to come. So
I love it.
Yes.
Now, Doc, tell us, you've got a new campaign that's out.
Yes.
I want to talk about two things. But first of all, just now before the news, let's talk about the More Than a Woman campaign.
No, it's More Than a Mother.
Or More Than a Mother campaign, sorry.
Not a song.
Yeah. What is the More Than a Mother campaign?
More Than a Mother campaign is a campaign we created, a signature campaign of Merck Foundation to empower infertile women who couldn't have children, through access to information, awareness, education, health also, and change of mindset, and sometimes economic empowerment. As you know, and we all know, that infertility or delay of having a baby is always a woman to be blamed.
Yeah.
And it's been abused, discriminated psychologically or physically by the husband or the wife or the society or the family. So we wanted to do this campaign to support this, to support her, and also to raise awareness about breaking the stigma of infertility and about male infertility, because men also responsible for being infertile.
You know, we've spoken about that. Yeah.
It's 50-50. Yeah. It's 50-50. So you will never know who is the cause without going together to get tested. And then if you know that it's a man or a woman, it can be managed, it can be treated. And also it can be prevented, by the way.
Okay.
Because 1 every 4 couples in Africa, our continent,
yes,
I'm also from Africa,
yes,
are infertile. But 85% of this percentage can be prevented because it's due to untreated infectious diseases. That it's caused by what? Caused by child marriage. It's caused by FGM. It's caused by unsafe abortion, unsafe delivery, and STDs. So if we have an awareness campaign to prevent that and prevent all these things, because it causes, and if women know and mothers know that FGM can cause their daughters to be infertile in the future.
Yes.
It's a main cause. So it will not be happening. So these cases we are advocating for awareness, and we involve more than 24 African first ladies over the past 7 years to be our ambassadors from many countries in Africa. And we have our platform, which called Merck Foundation African First Ladies Initiative, and we raise awareness through social media, through songs, through animation films, through videos, through stories of women, through programs to empower the infertile women to have projects and economic empowerment, but also by training doctors to be infertility specialists and embryologists. And you will be shocked when I tell you that almost 700 scholarships out of this 1,750 scholarships we provided are all for fertility specialist training, embryology, sexual and reproductive health care, and psychiatry as well, to address social and emotional aspects.
Okay, so we basically broadcast in most major cities. I call them cities: Mombasa, Nakuru, Nairobi, Kisumu. So in Kenya, somebody's listening to you right now, because that ratio, you say 25%. That's 1 in 4, bruv.
Yes.
Okay.
Very high.
So me, I'm 3. You're 1. And you see now. So, but you say 85%. If you got a couple, can be reversed. So somebody's thinking, okay, but where do I go? Do I just walk into Aga Khan Hospital, or where shall we get to seek this treatment if I got
any fertility clinic that's available close to you, or a IVF center? Many of these cases can be actually addressed in a very simple way by a course of tablets and so on, but it has to be addressed early. As I said, it can be prevented before it happens, but if it's happened already, it can be through the doctor of fertility specialist that we are training. We trained around 15 fertility specialists in Kenya, but there is also different provinces. But there is also fertility specialists available from before. I think around other 10 they were available before we trained our 15.
Yes.
So I think this is the only way to do, and it has to be early enough.
I like that. So now we are talking about the Merck Foundation More Than a Mother campaign, but Doctor, you also have a program that's on KTN Home, as we said, coming soon. When we're going to go into a news break, and then when we get back, you're going to tell us a little bit more about that.
And when it will be aired.
And when it will be aired. 1 in 4, 85%. Would you go with your partner to get a fertility check? Would you, bruv?
Yeah, I will.
You would,
Yes.
Probably. Yes, I would definitely.
Choose your words
No,
carefully.
he said something else.
No, when we get back after the news, yeah, doctor, I honestly wants to know.
Yeah.
You're on the spot. Uliza swali yako. Next.
You are listening to The Spice Drive, only on 94.4 Spice FM, Nairobi.
If you've been listening to Transformational Thursday, now, first of all, Frank is a prof.
Yeah.
Okay, and then he's also Mzungu. And then, you know what?
Thank you.
He's listening to what? Ask him. Now,
This could
Frank,
be,
do you know who Notorious B.I.G. is?
No.
Indeed. So so Frank is like, oh God, what is that? Anyway, you said, Locke, that
yes,
it's
I'll
all
be.
about Notorious because of why?
the cadence.
The cadence. What is cadence, my brother?
Cadence is the flow of music.
Very good.
Especially in rap, yes.
But Senator Dr. Kelej, you said it's definitely R. Kelly
Yes.
because she appreciates quality music.
Yes, of course.
Frank just doesn't give a damn. He has no idea what's going on.
We appreciate classy music.
Classic music. There we go.
That's a whole different conversation that we're supposed to be having,
Right.
but we're not going to have it today.
You know, it's all about Transformational Thursday. And in studio, man, we do have, right now, we are talking about Merck Foundation More Than a Woman campaign.
A mother.
Why do I say a woman? More than a mother.
You're stuck on the song.
On a song, huh?
Yeah.
It is more than a mother. And we were talking during the news, and honestly, Doc, some of the stories that you hear are unbelievable, by the way. And because Frank was telling me, for example, about, you know, a story, because we talk about infertility. And before, in case you weren't there in the previous hour, Dr. was telling us how, as couples, 1 in 4, which is at 25%, which is 1 in 4, all right, suffer from infertility problems. Are you doing an icky picky ponky in your head? Could I be one of that 1 in 4? But 85, you said 85%?
85%, yeah.
Is reversible.
Preventable.
Preventable.
And most of them can be treatable.
Can be treatable.
Yes.
So imagine, and Frank, you said, as a man, because we're talking about Cliff, for This Is Africa, Doc, you know, the man will be there. It cannot be me.
Has to be.
Impossible.
It has to
Yes.
be
It's
Miss
50%
I don't know, I'm pointing at you, but yes,
Yeah.
yes, it is the
50%
lady.
possibility.
Right?
50% possibility that he will be him, and 50% the female.
There we go. And
It's a very high percentage.
It's right.
Yes.
And it's all about just if and Prof, you said this. It's about if you love your partner,
You will support her.
you will
whatever.
support her. You'll walk in together.
Yes.
So you told us about the campaign, Doc.
Yes.
But then now, just before you tell us about this, just take a listen to this. I love it. Now, if you're live streaming on, how do you live stream, brother?
spicefm.co.ke.
Obviously, you've seen the visuals. And this program is hosted, and I love saying this, by our very own. All right, Dr. Kelej. Now, please, on this program is, it is called
Our Africa.
Our Africa.
Yes.
Tell us about the program, first of all.
First of all, you have to watch the program starting from 25th of May this year. Every Saturday at 5:30 p.m. or 5 p.m.
Right.
And 6:30 a.m. every Thursday. Every Thursday, as a repeat.
Okay, so
it's Saturday and Thursday.
Okay.
Saturday
So-
6 p.m.
Uh-huh.
and Thursday 5 p.m. and I'm confused.
Chris,
now.
can you confirm
give
that?
us-
Tell me.
Tell us what
All right.
I said. It's a Saturday 5 p.m. and Thursday 6:30 a.m. Finished.
And and it starts the 25th.
Yes, the 5th of May.
All right. Now, tell us a little bit about the program.
The program is, as you heard, it's to raise awareness about different topics, social and health issues.
Right.
That is very sensitive and critical for our societies and communities in Africa.
Right.
And we included all the countries as much as we can.
Yeah.
Because it's been focusing on fashion designers, artists and singers, and experts and doctors to talk about different issues. So every episode address an issue. One FGM, one infertility stigma, one girls' education, and ending child marriage, diabetes awareness, healthy lifestyle, and so on. And every time is a different thing. So it's very colorful, it's very entertaining, but it's also delivering the messages about how to do this, how not to do, the separate myths from facts and so on. Breaks the silence about different topics. And it's a part of educating the community and engaging them, especially the youth and the children, because it's very colorful, as I said, and entertaining.
Speaking of youth and children, you're using music in a particular way. And she's got standards in music, brother.
It's our music.
Yeah. Oh, so our music,
all
African
copyrighted.
music.
No, it's all copyrighted by Merck Foundation. We get our singers from Ghana, from Mozambique, from Zambia, from Kenya, and we tell them to do music about the topics, about diabetes, about girls' education, women empowerment, infertility stigma, so on. So we have 30 songs. That is our songs. Let me give you these songs. Maybe you can play it with your songs.
Yes.
Because every song has a purpose.
Right.
And also beneficial in addition to dancing and entertaining and so on.
No, actually, no. I think
I will get your contacts and I will give you all of it.
Yeah. We get those songs and then we shall play them.
Yes.
Next Monday, in fact, or even tomorrow.
Yes, I will. I will. The team has it, and I will give it to you. And we have a song about no more diabetes, and the songs about educating girls. Girls can. Songs about Ugandan artists. Many.
Do you know when and your program, because clearly you've traveled the continent, and we were talking about
Frank,
and with Prof as well, and we're talking about those heartbreaking stories, and. Obviously you've recorded and seen a lot of emotional stuff, but Frank, what is one of those stories that you're like, obviously you've seen a lot, during traveling the continent. What's that one that, still sticks to your mind?
The most heartbreaking stories in respect of our work here.
Yes.
I think that's the story of Linda, where the drunken husband hacked off both her hands.
Jacqueline.
Both.
Wow,
this
is in Kenya.
In Kenya, it's terrible.
Jacqueline,
because she couldn't get kids. That's what they thought. Of course, there was a lot of police involved, and at the end, you see, Russia helped her a lot to establish herself again under the program More Than a Mother. And you won't believe it. She became pregnant and got kids, so it was him who was infertile, not her. But to lose both hands is a terrible terrible destiny, really.
Wow.
But she's coping well now, thanks to the support our foundation is giving her.
And then you were also saying, Prof, that you still see there's still a lot of child marriage.
Yes, you see, I think we talked about that quickly during the break. You see, I will go to Narok, Maasai Secondary School. It's a very old established school with more than 500 girls only. And the headmistress, when I visited last November, told me that approximately 10% of kids will not come back after the long summer or winter holiday, because they're married off, they're pregnant, and so on. That's the main reason. And these girls are not 18; they are normally 12, 13, 14.
Yes, you see, and Doc, speaking of that, I mean, surely 11, 12, 13, 14. This is when surely education is critical.
Yes.
It is key. And when one goes through your social media, you focus a lot on education. What do you feel about that, by the way?
It's a simple thing. The education, the only education who makes me in my position at the moment and to be in a capacity to be able to help others. Education is very important to empower women and empower even men. I mean, without education, you don't. But for women specifically, because they have deprived their rights to complete their education, and usually it goes to boys or brothers and so on. While if you educate a woman, educate the whole nation, as you know, and the whole family is stronger and healthier and happier, because again, it's reduced. If men know that when his wife is educated and work, it's reduced his responsibility. They can join together, they can spend on the house together, and they can live in a better life, and they do everything they like.
I love that, because we talk about culture and culture, and you know what, some of these mentalities obviously are based from the past. You know, so-called tradition. In terms of when you talk about infertility, it can only be she, not the he. But you know, and you now try and blend the past.
Yes.
Obviously, with modern technology, let's talk about the future. You AI.
Yes.
Is something that is very inclusive as well. What's that all about?
We started the AI project program that we have all our work. We are going to be translated to different languages in with AI.
Right.
And actually, we started with our speeches, mine and Professor Frank, and we translated our speeches, which has a lot of information, to Portuguese, to Spanish, to French.
Hold on. But you know what? You've got to have him speaking Luo.
But we couldn't find this in the AI program at the moment.
Oh, okay.
They only have 25 language, and he wanted Swahili.
I can only 24 languages.
Yes, AI
was
only have
necessary.
25 language, so we're waiting. Yeah,
right.
we're waiting for the rest. And of course, all animation movies and all our work, and even our Africa TV program, we are going to put it as dubbed with AI, Portuguese and French to go to all countries, because now we air everywhere, but in subtitle with French and Portuguese for these countries. So better than subtitle, we will do it as with all our voice brand and everything.
Right.
It's like us speaking.
Right.
So, but of course we say it's AI generated, of course, for more inclusion and people know what can access to information more and access to awareness. Yeah.
Right. You know what? And you have been on this journey for 30 years, and she's still got the passion.
Yes, I know.
The program is called Our Africa. You said Thursday. What time, Doc?
6 a.m.
No,
6 p.m.
Thursday 6:30 a.m.
a.m.
Okay.
Saturday 6 p.m.
6 p.m.
Okay.
Or 5
So
p.m.
Saturday is either 5 or 6 p.m. Chris will
Guys,
confirm
you have to
that.
tell us.
Yeah.
Where
On
is
KTN
Harsh?
Home.
Yes.
In fact, just come to the studio. Is it 5 or 6? Okay.
Something like this.
Yes. Yeah. Okay, so it's either 5 or 6 on KTN Home on Saturday, and then the repeat Thursday morning 6:30 in the morning.
Exactly.
All right.
Exactly.
And listen, Dr. Kelej, somebody listen to you right now. All right, and they're like, oh man, how does one get in touch with the Merck Foundation? We are clearly online. Yeah, the website.
And our social media. But website, www.merck-foundation.com.
All right. And that is spelled, just for your benefit, we love to do this, because you'd spell Merck as M-E-R-C, ne? Mercedes.
No, M-E-R-C-K. M-E-R-C-K. Yes. M-E-R-C-K. M-E-R-C-K.
Right.
Yes.
And so that is on all platforms?
On all platforms, or you can find Merck Foundation Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Twitter X now, and Instagram, so YouTube as well. But of course, to send us an email or whatever, it will be on Merck Foundation website. You will find contact us, and then you contact us.
I love it. Thank you, Senator Dr. Kelej, for coming through.
Yes.
Remember the premiere of Our Africa, 25th of May.
Yes.
Yebo? That will be the Saturday of close. It has to be the Saturday.
Saturday, I'm sure.
In a fortnight.
In a fortnight, ne?
Yes.
Fortnight's 14 days, ne?
Yes.
From today,
days.
no?
Yes.
Oh, sharp.
Yes.
And then,
You have to watch it as well and tell me what you think.
Oh, yeah, we definitely watch
But
it.
I will not go before I tell you my song.
Oh, no. Me, I'm leaving you here.
Yes, okay.
Me and Frank got somewhere to go.
Yes.
1668, still going strong. 2024. Beautiful campaign. You know, Senator Doc has been running that foundation since 2012. What are your words to the people, the ladies and gents, the boys and girls that are listening to you right now?
Yeah, listen to what we have to tell them.
Right.
Listen to it, because it's all aimed at bettering the life of people.
Sharp.
Nothing else.
I love
Listen
it.
to it.
Listen to what we tell you.
Yeah. And listen to the station as well, because the station now will transmit our message as well.
Thank you, brother. Got nothing but love for you, Prof. You deserve
Spice
a beer.
yeah.
I'm taking you to
I
the
like
club.
Tusker Malt.
We were going together. That's why.
Fantastic.
No, just relax. You're making me thirsty. Doc, more than a mother,
Yes, More Than a Mother. It's our signature campaign. I want every woman to know that she is more than a mother, and every man to know that he is more than a father. So you are not more than just a mother. Even if you have kids, you are more than just a mother. You have to have your own independency and contribution to society and to yourself.
Oh, I love it. I love it. And that is what Transformational Thursday is all about. And you can see it's brought a smile to my face. Aspiring to inspire. Change makers, people that epitomize grit. So thank you so very much to Prof. Doctor. He's got a PhD, son. Yeah? Yes. And it was in Printed River Road from 1668.
I have PhD as well.
No, now you're threatening.
Yes.
You guys are now threatening us.
But I did mine before.
Dr. Frank Stangenberg-Haverkamp, Chairman of the Merck Foundation Board of Trustees and former Chairman of the Executive Board of Merck, E.Merck, KG, and Senator Dr. PhD.
Yes.
Rasha Kelej, CEO of the Merck Foundation. Thank guys for so coming through. And let us please get involved with the More Than a Mother campaign.
Yes.
And then make sure you watch Doc on Our Africa. All right, premieres on the 25th. That'll be a Saturday, ne?
Yes.
Either it's 5 or 6 p.m. on 6 p.m.
5 p.m. 5 p.m.
5 p.m.
Last 5 p.m. Yes.
5 p.m.
Yes.
KTN home, and then rewind will be Thursday morning at 6:30 in the morning.
Yes.
Which one are you going to look out for? Are you awake at 6:30 in the morning, Jatia?
Absolutely not.
I don't.
I'll be here for the 5 p.m. one.
I love it.
The premiere. Yes.
Yeah. Now we don't have Beethoven and Mozart for Frank, but you know what? We got, because she's more than a mother.
Yeah. Let's talk to Dr.
Maybe
Right?
yes.
I give you the song and you will not find it.
You said Babyface?
A challenge. Tony Rich Project. Nobody knows. Do you have it?
We're talking about Tusker Malts here. just relax for a second, and please don't let me down.
Okay.
Please don't let me down. And why are you still sitting? So you go and look for Tony Rich Project on that side, just in case. Tony,
you have it.
Nobody knows.
Oh man.
No.
Hold on.
Yes.
You got it.
It has been absolutely beautiful. Thank you for coming through. And this is from us to you, Dr. Kelej. Thank you so very much for coming through. And you need to live stream this because she's going to be dancing on stage. The stage is in the studio. Yeah. It is all about Transformational Thursday. Now, speaking, aspiring to inspire.
Spice.